maximum. Okay. At the same time, during negative half cycle means when VID becomes negative, what will happen? See the equation. When VID becomes negative means ID1 will decrease. When this term becomes negative means ID1 decrease. But when this term becomes negative means negative of negative becomes plus, so ID2 increase. So when VID is negative, come to this axis. When VID is negative means negative x-axis, ID2 will increase. See, ID2 is increasing. At the same time, ID1 is decreasing. Okay, and at a particular extreme value which is equal to minus root 2 VOV, when VID becomes minus root 2 VOV, or when this ratio, what is the ratio? VID by VOV. See, VID equal to minus root 2 VOV means VID by VOV is minus root 2, or minus root 2 is minus 1.414. So when this ratio becomes minus 1.414, your drain current of Q2, that is ID2, becomes maximum. At the same time, ID1 is off. Second transistor, first transistor is off, isn't it? Off means the ID1 current will become 0. Okay. At the same time, ID2 current is maximum. This is ID1 current. I repeat, this is ID1 current. This is ID2 current. So when your input becomes the extreme values, you can note that one of the transistor is very much conducting, the other transistor is off. Okay. So when VID is positive and reach to a maximum extent, your current ID1 will reach maximum. At the same time, ID2 is off. See, ID2 is 0. When your input VID is negative extreme, Q2 is on. Q2 is on means ID2 is maximum. At the same time, ID1 is minimum, or it is at 0 level. So this is the transfer characteristics, that is showing the relationship between the current and the input. What is the input actually? Input is VGS1 minus VGS2. That is nothing but your VID. Okay. So the importance of this graph is that it is not pakka linear graph. It is non-linear graph actually. Why it is non-linear? Linear means it should be same line. It should be a straight line. Straight line means equation should be y equal to mx plus c. Only if an equation similar to y equal to mx plus c can be considered as a linear graph. But is this equation is a linear graph? It is not a linear graph because of the square root term and square graph. But if this is 0, okay, or if this is very small, this particular term, if I can neglect this means this will become root of 1. Okay, if this ratio is very small means this becomes root of 1. Root of 1 is 1. Then you can write y is equal to mx plus c form. In y you are plotting current, in x you are plotting VID, the rest of the term is c, m slope, the other term is c. So this is of y is equal to mx plus c format. That can be linear. Okay, so to make this linear response, amplifier itself, it should provide a linear response. Linear graph should we get. Okay, there should not be any non-linearities in the amplifier's response. Okay, whatever be the transfer characteristics, those transfer characteristics should be linear. Ideally, the transfer char of any amplifier should be linear. So what you have to do is, you have to convert this non-linear equation into a linear equation so that the amplifier's response is properly. Okay, it will respond properly. So for that, what you have to do, you have to neglect this term. Neglect this term means you have to keep VID by 2 very much small than VOV, or VOV should be very large than VID by 2. So that point I have mentioned over here. Please read this. Please read this last sentence. The transfer characteristics of the equation 19 and 20, or from the figure 5, it is obviously it is non-linear. Why it is non-linear? Because of this term. So this term we have to neglect, or it should keep as small as possible, or you have to keep this VOV very much large, or VID by 2 very much small than VOV. This is known as small signal approximation. So large signal, from the larger signal we have approximated into a small signal. Why you are going for small signal approximation? Because you need your amplifier to work in linear manner. To work in linear operation, what you have to do, you have to keep this term, or which term, VID by 2, which should be very much small when compared to VOV, so that that square term can be neglected. So when that neglected, that square term, that previous two equations can be rewritten like this manner. Okay, so what is the difference? The only difference is ID1 is equal to I by 2 plus one term, or I by 2 minus another term. So the whatever the terms that you are adding to this I by 2, that is same, or whatever the term that you are subtracting from I by 2, that is more or less it is same. So this term you can represent it as small letter ID. So small letter ID is nothing but an incremental change in the current. Normally you are expecting I by 2 in the common mode operation, but whenever you give a difference in the input, your ID will change from I by 2 to a positive value or I by 2 to a negative value. Okay. So that negative or positive value, it is determined by these terms. That term is represented by ID, which is a same amount. That is an incremental change in drain current. Okay. That is defined by these two equations. So note that now we have achieved the linearity. Okay. How did you achieve the linearity? By increasing the VOV when compared to VID by 2. See, how did you increase VID? This is the numerator. So you have decreased VID and you have increased VOV. So by setting appropriate value of overdrive voltage sufficiently large compared to VID by 2, you can neglect this term so that the two equations become a linear equation, which you have written in equation number 21 and 22. So these are the final equations for the drain current after the small signal approximation. Okay, before the small signal approximation, the equation will be 19 and 20. Only with respect to 19 and 20 only we have drawn this transfer current. And later we concluded with the small signal approximation by appropriating higher value of VOV and the lower value of VID by 2 so that it works in a linear manner. Understood? So this is a linear equation that will determine the change in drain current with respect to differential input. Okay. So this is a little bit long derivation, but it is quite simple. Once you practice means only hardly it will take only 10 minutes to complete the derivation and to draw the transfer current. So I have written the detailed steps, but in between the mathematical steps and all, maybe you can neglect, but provided you have to see the marks also. Okay. So if it is asked for 6 or 7 marks means it is okay. You can neglect the steps in between steps, but if it is asked for the pure 10 marks question means you have to show the entire steps for evaluating this ID1 and ID2. So this ID1, this step is a little bit tedious, minus b plus or minus root of. But still, once you know max, if you're perfect in max means without any error, you will be able to get the equation for ID1. Once you got the equation for ID1, simply you can write the equation for ID2 just by replacing this plus sign with minus sign and you can proceed then. Okay. Then what you have to do is simply draw the graph. For that, you have to take 2 to 3 parameters. One parameter is 0, second parameter is the extreme value root 2 VOV, third parameter is another extreme value which is minus root 2 VOV. Okay, please note that this particular graph is for ID1 by I and this particular graph is for ID2 by I. Of course, you could have written this here. Okay, so that you can note down this error. This is ID1 by I, which you should write here. You should specify in this particular graph. Any doubts? So that was the large signal operation. The motivation or the objective of this particular operation is to plot the transfer current. Plot the transfer current means how the current is getting varied with respect to differential input. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can practice, and then if still you are having any doubts means you can ping me in the Google Classroom. Okay. Whenever I am free means I'll be putting the responses. So you just register in the Google Classroom. You just log in. Only 4 or 5 students have registered there. So try to add yourself to the Google Classroom and you can post the queries, whatever you have. Okay. And don't don't forget to submit your assignment before the date. Okay. Tomorrow we'll join again. Tomorrow's class will be from 4:50 to 5:50 because in between I'm having classes. So normal class, your 150 to 250 is being postponed. So it will be conducting from 4:50 to 5:50 instead of 150 to 250 class. Okay. Thank you.